Okay. Yes, boss. You can start. You got stuck again. No.
It gets
Good evening, leaders and gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes, this is the energy I require. So today I am the second half of this meeting, 270th Bhavans Toastmasters meeting. I once again welcome you all for today's this evening, and I hope you will all enjoy with spending your time, learning a little bit, and growing together. So this is as a Toastmasters motto. You all know that Toastmasters International is a worldwide organization. It's around 160 countries and 3,400 clubs, and we have more than 250,000 members involved. This having headquarters in Colorado, USA, and is a non-profit organization. So today, before going to our meeting, there are a few ground rules of physical and as well as online members.
Collaborative.
So please keep silent your mobiles. If you're not do, you can make your mobile in silent mode. Online, yes, please keep muted until you have a chance to speak. And the safety precautions, as we have this room, we always to aware about the emergency in case of anything happen. The way you come to here, please exit into the same, and we have assembly area outside the building. If the toilets, we have male, female as a left side, male for the right side. Please be aware about this. Online, yes, you know all your surroundings. Please be aware in case of any emergencies. So with this, we will start first today's meeting as 270th Bhavans Toastmasters meeting. Please, I will request to rise all and stand up and repeat after me the club mission. We provide a supportive, and
positive learning experience.
In which members are empowered. To develop and communication. And leadership skills. Resulting in a greater self-confidence. And personal growth. Thank you. Please sit. So as you all know, Toastmasters meeting will have 3 sessions. As today we have one retail speech session as well as we have educational session and followed by general evaluation session. So for that to conduct, I will request our beloved President, distinguished Toastmaster Ramon Bose, to take the business session ahead of the meeting. Distinguished Toastmaster Ramon Bose on stage. Thank you.
Good evening, dynamic leaders, educators, what else? Today, we are having our 270th meeting. Wonderful achievement. Let's all give a loud round of applause to each other to take this step forward. We have this 270th meeting. So, as you know, Tony Robbins, have you heard about Tony Robbins? A great speaker, educator, trainer, coach. he had once said, the only journey the only journey is impossible. The journey you never begin. That means everything is possible. Unless we take courage to do something, start something, we don't know we could do that or not, isn't it? Sometimes we think that no, that's not possible. It's not only journey, whatever endeavor you wanted to do in life, you may think that no, it's not possible. But if you take courage and start that, take the first step, then things will fall in line. The only thing what we need is the passion, the enthusiasm to do whatever we want to achieve in life. So, friends, now today you are in this Toastmasters Club meeting. Means you want to learn something, you want to contribute to others' learnings because you will also contribute something. Some new insights, new ideas, something you will also share. Then we will learn from each other. This is a great step you have taken. I congratulate each one of you for attending this meeting, this physical audience, as well as from different parts of the world, our virtual audience. So, today I just wanted to ask our YP education, is there any changes in the agenda?
Except the induction.
Induction is over, Sajalaga. Any other change? I think there's a change, no? There's, you can see the induction of the
Yeah, that's it.
the induction. Yeah, we have our vice president membership. P.T. Manilkumar is a very senior Toastmaster, but he prefer to do someone physically do the induction ceremony to have a better feeling. So instead of P.T. Manilkumar, our club secretary, Toastmaster Susan Brown, she is also a very senior Toastmaster. She will be doing the induction ceremony of our two new members. So it's a very happy day for us because two people are going to be officially inducted to Toastmaster International and officially becoming our club members. Toastmaster Mr. Franklin and Ms. Franklin and Vanita.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm coming there. And just to start with, I need to introduce our guests, and we have a guest, Mr. Manimaran. So I invite him to the podium. Please come forward and
So once again, very good evening, Toastmaster of the day, speakers, evaluators, one and all. My name is Manimaran. I started my Toastmasters journey almost a decade back. So glad to share that, but the pitiful fact is, I'm not a TTM yet. I was there, I just started my journey with capital speakers over there in Salmiya. During Mr. Crawford D'Souza's presidency, I joined. Yeah, even I was there as a president, VP Education, PR, everything. So it's a, see, whenever you enter a Toastmaster meeting, that vibe is there. So almost after 3 years, I am attending a meeting. I was in touch with Shiva ma'am. Because of my beard, the shift pattern, I couldn't, it might sound as an excuse, but that's the reality. Because of the beard shift pattern, most of the time I have night shifts. So because of that, I keep on postponing. So today, I thought, today morning, I was there in the room, so I thought today is my off. So let me give a chance. So thank you so much. Looking forward.
you're working in Bhavans?
No, I'm working in Koyars.
Okay, nice meeting you.
Thank you so much.
Now we have two guests. One distinguished guest is there. He is going to have give us information and teach us much about the pathways. He will, someone will introduce it in detail later. He will introduce in detail, but I welcome DJ Legunatha Raju to our meeting. We all like to have our esteemed guest attending our meeting. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and came forward to educate us with this education session. Next, we have Ms. Dia Susan. Can you please have a few words introducing yourself? Dear Susan, can you please unmute? Is it possible to unmute? Dear Susan? Okay, well, now I think all the guests are covered. And as we started a bit late, 10 minutes, so we are running actually over time now. I requested all the role players, be specific about your roles. Try to limit your, time you come and speak in front of everyone. Try to limit within the allotted time so that we can finish the conclude the meeting 8. We started a little bit late, so 8:10 we will conclude the meeting maximum. So with that, in each Toastmaster meeting there is a person who will take forward the meeting right from the beginning to the end after the president completes his education, his business session. Today we have very dynamic leader. He has been in Toastmasters for I think 7 years now, around 7 years. And he is a role model for everyone. Very, very busy person, but still he loves Toastmasters. So whenever possible, he will attend the meeting. If he misses a meeting, that means there is something serious thing is, so he cannot attend the meeting. Otherwise, he won't miss the meeting. He is an excellent speaker, a wonderful singer. Over and above, he is a very good human being. You can ever approach him for anything. He will try to help you. Let's all welcome him, DJ Mahesh Iyer, our Toastmaster of the day.
Do you all believe in yourself?
Yes.
How many of you really believe that 100% you trust yourself? 100%? So, we always say that, and how many of you like to drink canned food or have canned food? Canned food. It can be drink, it can be food, it can be cooked food. Everything is readily made and will be supplied in cans. CAN cans. What is the difference between CAN cans and CAN apostrophe S?
Too many cans.
What is the difference?
Can.
CAN apostrophe S and CAN without apostrophe. What is the difference?
Many cans.
CANS is many, it's plural. But whereas CAN apostrophe S is a possessive noun. So the thing, it is wrongly written. The apostrophe S should not be. Cans. We believe in cans, and you are made up of cans. And you are proved that if you believe in yourself, you can easily say that she can, you can, I can, and they can. Good morning, all the cans sitting over here in front of me as well as in the virtual platform. I am the TM Modi for today. Try to use the theme of the day. At the same time, the word of the day also in your speeches, and I will be given my report to have used the theme and word, theme especially in your speeches. Please throw the light on the theme of the day. This is my TM role, introducing the theme of the day. We have got a bunch of flowers, bunch of cans within us to conduct today's meeting. Let us first introduce the first role player.
One second, myself. Can you call Susan for induction? For the minutes.
I would like to call upon Susan Brown for the swift induction session. Madam Susan on
Good evening, all of you.
Good evening.
I think we have to do that the basic. We are inviting 2 new members, Kathleen Kennedy James and Ravita Kennedy.
No, he's our friend. Idiot.
So we are having two new members to Bhavans Toastmasters Club. And this is the induction ceremony for Malika Kanankuti and Franklin Kennedy James. Dear Toastmasters, it is our duty and privilege to induct Malika Kanankuti and Franklin Kennedy James into Bhavans Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion for those new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership skills, and we have now the opportunity to help them grow and achieve their goals. So we need, all the members need to support the new members to achieve their goals and take out the best out of them and be the leaders with their clans. What do you
Request all of them to accept this, to all them accept.
I will now call on our new members. Please withhold your applause until the ceremony is completed. Now, can I call in the new members?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yes, proceed.
T.M. Vanita Kanankuti. Vanita Kanankuti, you are joining a world organization.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Together? No problem.
This link is being your permission to call the
Let me go. Franklin Kennedy James. Vanita Kanankuti and Franklin Kennedy James. They're joining a world organization that helps millions of people learn to communicate more effectively. As members of the Bhavans Toastmaster Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Mr. Vice President Education T.M. Latif, have these members been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club? Have they been told the Toastmasters program works and informed of the benefits they will receive as the obligations of the membership?
He has given a briefing, but not in a detail.
Yeah, I actually explained to the both of them.
We'll have a mentor assigned also.
You have assigned
We will
members.
assign,
Can you name them?
yeah, we have to assign, probably they are there, Toastmaster Beju and Toastmaster Manoj Matthew. We have
Assigned
discussed it, but we have to speak to them.
One second. You can assign video.
Okay, so Toastmaster Beju for Venita,
Toastmaster Bijo
yeah, for Venita, and Manoj for,
and Toastmaster Manoj.
Is it there?
yes.
Yes, PM Susan, I am here.
Toastmaster,
Toastmaster Manoj and Toastmaster Bijo. As
Yes, I am
experience,
here.
you have been asked to help these new members get off onto a good start. Do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new members so that they can immediately begin to benefit from their Toastmaster membership?
Yes, we will. Yes, I am ready.
Thank you. Dear Vanita and dear Franklin, membership in this club and in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with many rewards. Yet, it also places great obligations upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently towards your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goals and remain positive. We ask our new members to dedicate yourselves to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help this club become strong and dynamic. I request you to repeat. We have to repeat. I request both of you to repeat. You can say I when you say I Monica, and you say I Karthik. I am Monica. In the presence of my fellow members of the Bhavans Toastmasters Club, make this obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationships with fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters. Would all the club members repeat our club's pledge with our new members? We will be reading now, all will be repeating.
Yes.
We the members of Bhavans Toastmasters Club pledge to support you in your quest for self-development, to provide you with a positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmaster membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience. Let us give a loud applause to God. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you very much for the short and sweet and a very sweet induction ceremony. We all know that the pearl of the language is always grammar. Everybody can have different styles of pronunciations and style of delivering a class or lecture or in any of the languages. But if there is no grammar, there will be a stone between, just like biting a stone you feel. Grammar is important as well as any language is concerned. Today, T.M. Anil Kumar, PEB, will be acting as a grammarian of the day. Let us all welcome him to the podium to deliver his role as grammarian of language.
Dear colleague, the word of the day is adapt, A-D-E-P-T. Very skilled or proficient at doing something. An example if you take, she is very adept at dealing with the media. This is an example. Try to make use of this word in your speech. As a grammarian, I will note down the language and grammar usage of the speakers, noting down the incomplete sentences being used, mispronunciations, any grammatical mistakes. At the end of the meeting, I will give my report when called.
Thank you very much. We all know that there should be a guide and philosopher and a controller of the entire meeting. As general evaluator, I would be very happy to welcome DTM Anil Kumar Revankar from all over Goa, acting as general evaluator. We are waiting for your words, sir. Voting is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters of the day, GTM Maheshaya, for that wonderful introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, this is Anil Kumar playing the role of general evaluator today. As a GE, I will be analyzing the complete meeting today and give my report when called upon. The second function I'm going to do, I'm going to lead a team of evaluators in the evaluation section. Wishing you all the best. I would like to hand over the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much. Now let us call upon the timer of the day, TM Vanita Kanan Kuti on the stage.
Good evening, all Toastmasters and guests. As a timer, I will chime the formal speeches, education session, and evaluation. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using green card, yellow, and red card, which denotes their remaining time. Those giving speeches, they should limit their remarks to their specific speech time. The most speeches should be between 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show green card. 6 minutes, I will show yellow card. And 7 minutes, I will show red card. Then individual evaluation should be 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes, I will show green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will show yellow card. And 3 minutes, I will show red card. Thank you.
People can prepare any kind of speeches, but talking continuously without any pause, without any repetitions, without any ahs, and the other sounds, you need a training. That training is perfectly given on the platform of Toastmasters. Let us welcome the art of the day, that is Toastmaster Franklin Kennedy.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. The purpose of the outer is to make a note of the filler words and most commonly used words, repetitive words used in the meetings, and we make a note of the words which are commonly used and but as you know, all these things. Also, I will make a note of the curse sounds like also the repetitive words like I, as you know, all these kind of things. At the end of the meeting, I will report how many times the speaker uses these expressions. Over to you.
Be aware that time general value are already. Can we have a vote countdown today for today's meeting? That person will be acting as a vote counter. Or money?
Yes.
No, sir, I will be leaving in between. I will be making So, Susan, you are getting the hat of vote counter today. Please wear the hat and take the vote. Are you ready? Yes. For the session? Without any further ado, let us start our prepared speech session. Prepared speech. The speakers have prepared something verbally, theoretically, by writing, by reading, or by mind to work. They have prepared something and they are going to come to you, in front of you, and display what they have prepared. Let us all watch, learn, and evaluate.
For the evaluation of the first speaker, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy, I will request T.M. Bijababu, who is there online. Objectives of the first speaker, T.M. Kondal Reddy. T.M. Bijababu on stage.
Thank you, DTM Magesh Iyer. Good evening, all. A special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy. My target speaker, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy, embarking his pathway visionary communication, level 3, project 3. It's a role play. Prepare for an interview. The purpose of this project for the member to practice the skills needed to present himself well in an interview. The speech title for manager role. The speech length 5 to 7 minutes. Over to TM.
All welcome with a huge round of applause the first speaker of the day, that is T.M. Kondal Reddy with his marvelous speech. Huge round of applause. A session which is titled as. What is the title of the?
It's an interview.
Prepare
for an interview.
That. Are you very best?
Okay, so we'll introduce. Okay.
Yes, when we together join, then the timing will start.
And timer? What time?
First,
Morning, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good.
I hope you are able to find a place, right?
Yes, I was yesterday I came over here and I prepared myself to reach your office so that I am comfortable with reaching on time earlier.
Let's start now. Tell us something about yourself.
Yes, first years I was considerably improved myself and improved my skills and aptitudes for being as a competitive manager. So for that, I was worked with my skills as well as my educational career in the preparing for the manager role. So I have a challenges to take this role and where I can prove myself to be with the team members and I have to motivate them to get achieve of my goals as well as company objectives. In the beginning of my past previous experience, that for example, where I involved as a manager, so I was contributed to the challenging objectives where with my support of my team, so that company objectives as well as commercial and financial goals we achieve it. For example, I have taken a couple of tools and resources to have that to encourage my team to get achieve of the objectives. So that myself I have grown up as well as I improve for the company turnovers.
Can you specify a particular incident that will tell us more about your proven skills?
Yes, I can make you that in my previous manager role where I achieved the accomplishment of the company requirement, that we have a specific and client where we can deliver goods. The project is having a tough deadline where we can get the project to get it down with the help of my team. Where in the part of the way of the project to completion, we got as a struggle like one of the suppliers gave up and they given hard time to us who not able to meet or deliver in the particular project. So then I taken a challenge of this and I got my team into the picture and I assigned a couple of assignments to the senior members. One of the senior member I asked him to find out something new supplier for this particular product. And some of my team members also said that, sir, we will go back to the client and request to more time to complete for this project. As determined myself as a leader, I did not agree for that solution. Then I assigned another team member to have the resources, how we can able to complete and reschedule the task to get it to faster, get it to this. In the solution of this and results of this, after a couple of days, we got a new vendor with the new delivery schedules. Accordingly, my team member is tracking of the schedule and making new schedule to achieve for the same delivery within the limitation. Finally, as a result, yes, we achieved our team collaboration and team workout. With that, I could able to complete before the deadline of the project. We hand over the project. With this, I accomplished my goal and I fulfilled the requirement of the project.
So how do you describe, what is your management style?
Yes, there is several management styles are there. In that, the management styles I was initially applying for my team as authority management style, which give the outline of the project and what time we have to finish, and what quality of the standards we have to finish the project. With it, I will support to them and motivate my entire team to get into the project objectives as well as our deadlines. Other way, I will give a transformational management style, which helps to communicate with my team and as well as my management to as a bridge of the project and between the management, so they all can give the outcome of the project and fulfill the requirement. Finally, I will use my coaching management style, which the members will get information of training certain skills to develop and certain tasks to finish in standards and quality way of the finish, so that the customer can get satisfied when we are delivering this product.
So, sure, you must have had some resistance or some roadblocks with your team. How did you manage such situation?
Yes, definitely when I joined as a new team, there is my manager of work. So there was a couple of structures will be the come where there can conflicts will be generated during the team when doing the team work. Where initially I will assign to themselves to solve their conflicts because they have all their own skills and their own capabilities how to handle the project requirement. And they're all mature adults because my team all completely have their own deadlines and they have objectives and they have qualities of to do their work. Finally, if the conflict will not resolve, I will step into the conflict and I will take the root cause of the conflict. Then I resolve that so that they will get into do their projects.
Thank you. Do you have any questions for us?
Yes. As how you are going to see your organization in next 5 years of duration, so that I can make myself to plan and prepare to accommodate your company growth and perspectives.
As per our management, we will be having more projects coming up soon, and we will be having new grants coming up. So we are working on it, and we will need more team. So there's a requirement of more management of team and collaboration with all the plans. So we shall explain all the details later once we have finalized our position.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for attending the interview. We shall contact you once we have shortlisted.
Thank you.
me 1 minute.
Let us have the feedback of the session, which TM Quantity had performed here. Feedback can be given. 1 minute will be kept silently for each and everybody to give the feedback to the presenter. That is the interview session. The people online can give in a personal chat your feedback. Your feedback is very much valued. I want all the time. 1 minute. Just write your feedback and give it back to me. I hope all have given feedback. Thank you very much. Time out. The next speaker is none other than GTM Mahesh Iyer. He is going to give a speech. The details, for getting the details, let us welcome the evaluator, the DTM Chief of Promo, to display or to announce the objectives of the second speaker. DTM Chief of Promo on stage, virtually.
Adept speakers, evaluators, and new members, a warm good evening to one and all. My target speaker, DTM Mahesh Iyer, going to embark on his level 3 of team collaboration. The purpose of this project is for the member to be introduced to or review strategies for working in a collaborative group. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of his experience practicing collaboration with a small team. Timer, please note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. The speech title is Founders Day. Founders Day by DTM Mahesh Iyer. Over to you.
Prabhu, for your valuable objectives. Now we'll call upon DTM Mahesh Iyer for the speech. My dear listeners, how many of you really believe that nothing is impossible in this world? People can give proverbs, but the practicability of it, is it really practical or not? They will not think, because philosophers, their duty is to give philosophical proverbs. Napoleon told that nothing is impossible in this world. How many of you really believe that nothing is impossible in this world? If you really believe, that is your strong and stringent and a pinch of personal development. Believe in you that nothing is impossible in the world, and you definitely can have a pat on your back saying that you are a positive person. But if you jump into the water, then only you understand that how much you learn about swimming. in different ways of swimming. If anybody is giving me a project of any activity, first thing as a leader, it comes to your mind, how to plan it. How many of you know the actual meaning of TEAM? TEAM. Everybody will have different perspectives of team. Can I have a different perspective of team? Together, each one achieve more. But what is your look at that? Do something differently. Think something differently so that you can always have your touch in each and every way. Work together. Working together is only a beginning. So yesterday we had the Founders Day here. Yesterday evening, the same time, we were all enjoying with the bands and dancers and all the things on the stage in our auditorium. So I thought of taking that topic also. It's a fresh topic, a recent topic. 1 month before, we decided that we have to conduct the Founders Day on 8th of September. We have 4 schools here. As the head of the institutions, all the head of the institutions, they are called as SLT, Senior Level Team, Senior Leaders Team, and then Middle Leaders Team, and the student and parents and teacher representatives. We called for a meeting and we have given a brainstorming session that this year the Founders Day should be something different. Always every year it will have some difference, and we formed different kinds of teams. And afterwards we told that you just plan it out and bring your thoughts, beautiful thoughts. It came. And so many titles were given by different teams. And out of that, I selected, rather than saying the senior leader team selected the theme as Rangmanch. Rangmanch means colorful platform. What we can do in the colorful platform is because we thought of doing, again, thought-provoking time. Then we came to that, why can't we do the education through films, through art integration, through the cinemas, Indian cinema. The journey from black and white to the middle cinema and to the latest cinema. There we have shown different types of movies, movie clippings with motivating talk, and we easily connected that to the life of our founder. How he came here, our chairman, when he came here, it was a black and white quit. So much of challenges, so much of objections from his own families and friends. He was a banker. When he came here, he had done all the work, literally all the work in Kuwait. Sweeping, serving the food stuff, and cleaning the vehicles, everything. That is why he is a passionate person now. That was a black and white. And we have shown the black and white movies of old, very, very old black and white movies. And in the middle session, we have shown, he had produced one more. After proving the entire journey, he had produced a Malayalam movie. That was the highlight. And afterwards, when it goes to the latest one, the colorful movie, colorful platform, we had highlighted all his achievements. Same way, we highlighted all the schools of Bhavans. All over the world, Bhavans is spread a chain of schools. So, by showing the Rangmanch, by showing the movies, how can we connect to the life? How can we connect to education? Then immediately another thought came, that extempore thought it was. We went to the stage and we thought what to do. We had our art teacher with us, and we just told him, just do something different. He told that, he asked me, sir, can I do sand work? Sand work. You know what is that? Art in Amsterdam. That was fixed. Then we told her, how we can explain it? Then I came with an idea that, in fact, our vice principal came with the idea, why can't you sing a song? Then what kind of song? Educational song. And then we had presented a bouquet of flowers and a memento that also was innovative. And it was a successful program yesterday, even today, and every day the people will talk about it. Something different. All these things were possible only because of A, B, C, D, and E team. Team collaboration. In each and every team, we had given a free thought of everybody. And all the ideas came together, collaborated together to make any function, any ceremony, any activity or even successful. And here we used each and everybody's thoughts, perspectives, presence of mind, critical thinking, and definitely a positive thinking. And then the ultimate result was the positive vibe of founders. Thank you very much for listening to me. Make your own teams be successful in your life. Thank you. Thank you, speaker. Now, 1 minute for your feedback. The speaker. Okay. So, fine. Thank you very much for your feedback. Thanks a lot. Timer busy. Thank you very much for the feedback and timer report also. Let us go for the timer report. Both the speakers are qualified now?
Yes.
Great. Please.
Team Mr. Kabbalati, 7 minutes 10 seconds. And DTM Mr. Mahesh Iyer, 7 minutes 22 seconds.
Sorry. Can we declare both of them as 5 minutes? Okay. As usual.
As usual.
What is this? Want to go for voting?
No, I don't.
Voting? Yeah. Please vote for.
We'll go for 10 minutes break, and during that we will take care.
After vote.
Yeah.
Because I have to generate the poll.
Please vote for the best.
I have to generate the poll. So
Let us. Oh,
okay. So we just take 10 minutes break and.
Can we break?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Because time only is here.
Okay.
Is there anything? So 10 minutes break is cut short into 5 minutes break. Please have your break, but don't break yourself. Please have tea and coffee. Tea or coffee.
Today no tea. Only samosas and.
And please go there and bring it here and we can sit right here.
Just one time, 1 minute.
This is one person.
Welcome back after the voting. This session will have a very interesting interactive session, which is about pathways and education, done by a very famous DTM. A person with full of beings. You know what's the word meaning of person full of beings? More talent, more energy. I am very happy to welcome this personality. He is none other than GTM Raghunatha Raju, who is an IT engineer, a passionate coin collector. He is a Toastmaster now for 4 years. He has reached 4 DTMs and close to completion of his 5th one. Round of applause to him. 4 DTMs. He has started 7 clubs, conducted 8 speech clubs so far. He is a strong advocate of core values of Toastmasters and has shown his commitment by serving the community in various roles. He has served as area director in 18D and as division director in division district 101. He calls himself a nomadic Toastmaster. Very interesting. Roaming around different countries of the world virtually. He has now visited about 900 plus clubs from 144 countries. Let us all welcome this passionate person, a passionate speaker, a passionate Toastmaster to the podium virtually. None other than DTM Raghunatha Raju. DTM, we are all eager to listen to your session. The podium is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster. Am I audible and visible? What about the ones in the room? Am I audible clearly? Can you show your thumbs up?
Yes.
One thing I keep advocating is asking questions. Asking questions. Today we are going to talk about pathways. When I say pathways, you should, as always, you should get 3 questions. What is pathways, why pathways, and how pathways, right? What is your understanding of a pathway? When I ask you the question, what is the literal meaning of a pathway in English? Somebody in the physical room or online want to answer the question? What is the physical meaning of, the literal meaning of pathway in English?
It's the educational curriculum of Toastmasters International.
That's not literal meaning. Let me ask somebody who is new in the club. The few people who are inducted just now. What is
it is like a curriculum to achieve our destiny.
What is your pathway? What do you mean by pathway?
Already just planning to achieve goals.
Okay. Yeah. The path, something that you take a route when you travel somewhere, right? A destination. You have a destination and you set a path. For example, you have a Google map, you set a destination and it shows you the route are the path, right? Same way, the curriculum that is given in Toastmasters is what is known as pathways. What is pathways is the curriculum in Toastmasters to do it. And then why did you join Toastmasters? Somebody from the new people who are inducted today wants to answer. Why did you join Toastmasters?
To improve communication skill and leadership.
Improve communication and sometimes it's leadership skills too. So let us see if I'm able to establish that you can achieve this from your pathways program that Toastmasters has to offer. Now, starting with what is Pathways. Pathways is a flexible and interactive education program. It launched in 2018, fully adapted by 2020 when the old routine was ended by June 30th, June 2020, and then Pathways was officially the only program in Toastmasters from 2020 July. It was available both online and physical. But they used to, if you subscribe to it, they charge $20 extra and then send you the physical copies of Pathways program. But now it is discontinued completely and it's available in multi-languages. Now it's available about 11 plus languages, including Arabic and also Tamil, being the languages the way Pathways is available. And they happen to have two languages coming up soon. That's something about what is Pathways in short. Now, and let's understand why path. Everybody go on mute. I hear my own echo. Thank you. I'm talking about why pathways. Now we talked about certain goals when we join masters. Now those goals can be achieved through these 300 plus competencies that Pathways has to offer. It has 11 specialized paths, and that paths that you can choose based upon your personal, professional, and also public speaking goals, which we will discuss in the next part. And then it has online physical contest and the skills. And skills is what real world based that we are going to learn out of this Pathways program. And the core competencies, as I mentioned, 300 plus. Out of that, the 5 core competencies that offer. Please understand it very carefully. This is what is going to be the whole session based. First thing is public speaking. As you mentioned, you wanted to improve your speaking skills. And the second thing is interpersonal communication. How do you communicate with others? I'm sorry, but there's a lot of echo. I request can you please mute up one of the machines in the room? Thank you. Interpersonal communication, right? How do you communicate with others? How effectively you can communicate with others is something that you learn as part of it. Strategic leadership, how you apply your leadership skill to strategically so that it is beneficial for others, and also where you can have a vision and based upon that vision, achieve goals for your organization or in your personal life or a professional life or any other front, even as an entrepreneur. Leading and managing the specific projects where you get to introspect in your life and also do some activities where you lead and manage. And also based upon that, we also have certain leadership opportunities that Toastmasters has to offer, where you learn how to lead and also manage the resources, whether it is physical or maybe the people resources or maybe with financial, etc. The last but not least is something that most of us signed up for Toastmaster is building our confidence. The self-confidence that we build as part of this program helps us to be better speakers and also take those decisions and come forward when necessary in our professional front or our personal front or even in entrepreneurship journey, right? So these 5 competencies are what are the deciding factors. Let's discuss more. Apart from these 5 core competencies, there are 2 competencies which is part and parcel of our learning. First is critical thinking, then active listening. Critical thinking that you learn as part of the activities that you take in your meetings, right? Whether it is speaking impromptu on the spot for table topics, or when you have to deliver reports, where you have to give proper evaluation, something like that, right? As part of that, you also develop your active listening. Best part is if you are a listener, good listener, you reduce almost 50% of the problem for the other person. Trust me, many people get distracted and they don't listen properly, which makes them bad leaders or leaders who are not appreciated, right? I used to have a manager who didn't listen to me properly, at least in one-on-one sessions. He used to get distracted by everything around. Then I stopped going for one-on-one sessions after just 3 sessions. And I told him, I'm not interested because he never listened to me. So listening, and also same time, half of the problem is resolved when you just listen to the other person, right? I used to discuss with someone and I used to keep talking, and then half the way I got my solution just because the other person listened to me without judging. So you learn those skills without judging another person. Listening skill, whether it is evaluation, general evaluator, are the rules that you play, are counter, grammarian, everything, right? Even those are part and parcel of this pathways learning by one directly or indirectly. Then there's a project which is called about active listening, where you need to play a table topic master role, where you need to listen to the speaker and repeat or summarize what they are. It's part and parcel of it, right? Critical thinking, we already mentioned about it. These are core components that you learn. Now, how do you select a pathway and how do you progress through your process? Now, we have learned pathway, the little meaning is where you have a destiny, right? It's a measurable thing. Now you have a goal. You have a goal, and then you will, based upon your goal, then you will select that path. How will you traverse? Similarly, here you will select the path based upon certain things, but let us understand how do you select. There are 2 different ways. First thing is you navigate in your website, go to the screen, and then choose how you want to choose. First path is free. Other paths, they charge you $20 per each path, additional path that you buy. So there are 2 ways that you can select. First thing is going through all the path options and then select based upon what it has to offer and match it with your goals, and then finally find suitable path. The second is to go through this survey, give honest answers to each and every question, starting with your 3 goals out of this Toastmaster journey, or rather that journey of doing that path, right? And then go through all the things and then it prioritizes those paths based upon your answers. And then you get to choose out of those 11 paths and make a selection. So it just puts them in the order 1, 2, 3, something like that. You can still choose your own. That doesn't matter whether you go by that ordering or not. For example, when I started my journey, I chose persuasive influence, so it showed a different order, showing dynamic leadership at the top. Because my goal at that point was to persuade my team in doing certain things, which I was not able to accomplish in my professional life. But after completing persuasive influence path, I was able to accomplish that. Well, that was my learning. I didn't go by what option it gave. I went on my own and did select. Depends up to you. Now, if you want to go directly and choose a path without going through the trouble of answering those questions or doing a survey, this is what I have to offer. We talk about 5 core competencies, and these are 11 paths. And each path has to offer you those competencies in different order or some of the competencies. And again, let's go to the core competencies: public speaking, interpersonal communication, strategic leadership, management, and on. Now, irrespective of the path, every path offers you these 2 competencies: public speaking, and second thing is confidence, right? So the change is only in the other 3 competencies. Example, let us say dynamic leadership. What it has to offer: public speaking, confidence, and in between it is 2, which is interpersonal communication, and 3, which is strategic leadership. Okay, so it means it offers them, for example, there are projects where you introspect and learn about your communication style, leadership style, and there are certain activities that you do as part of it, whether it's in level 3, from where you keep exploring, and level 4 and level 5, where you do certain activities apart from just giving speeches, right? That is the thing. Now, you can also map what are your personal and professional aspirations to it. For example, let us say that you are here to just improve some presentation skills. Presentation skill doesn't mean just some beautiful PowerPoint. It can also be some medium that you can use to present it. It can be body language. It can be some visual aids. Visual aids, something that I will show. For example, some items that I show as part of my cookery, or some items that I'm just showing to emphasize what I'm trying to speak, or to add as a complement to what I'm speaking is a visual aid, right? Something that can be done. Presentation mastery is something that I will choose. For example, on my leadership journey, I'm a senior leader in my organization and I want to learn how to coach my team, how to make them the next set of leaders so that I can grow better in my organization. Effective coaching is a pathway that I will choose. For example, I want to aim a leadership position in my place. Then leadership development are something that I will choose. Dynamic leadership is when you are a leader and then you want to improve your dynamic leadership skills. Dynamic leadership is one thing that you should choose. If you are struggling to persuade, or if you're into marketing, sales, and you want to persuade people and influence them so that you can do better in that, or maybe in your organization you're trying to do something in it, like me. If you are struggling there, persuasion is something you can do. If you want to become a motivational speaker, or you want to motivate people as a leader or as a colleague, it doesn't matter. That motivational strategies is something that you might want to perform. Well, motivational strategies is the second part. Now you want to improve your planning skills. Apart from speaking, innovative planning is something that you might want to choose. You want to improve the way that you write your emails, how you send your communication, how you communicate with team. Having a vision, visionary communication is something that you might want to choose. You want to improve the way that you collaborate well with a certain group of people and work with them, achieve some common goal. Team collaboration is something. Whether you're an individual contributor or a leader, doesn't matter. If you just want to tickle the bone of your audience or people that you're talking to, then humorous path is something that engaging humor is the path that you may want to choose. See, there are 11 paths which you can map to your goals and same time also the core competencies that you want to develop. This is how you choose a path. Always remember, keep questioning yourself why you joined Toastmasters. Do not fall into the trap of the rat race that some people get into after they join Toastmasters. and always keep mapping what you want to achieve out of Toastmasters, and then same time, why you joined Toastmasters. Keep doing it and what Toastmasters has to offer. As we Indians are famous for matchmaking and other arranged marriages, keep doing that. Keep matchmaking that. What do I want and what Toastmasters has to offer? Just look into that. Keep asking questions. Then you will just certainly find the answers. And that's how you will learn what to do and how. Now that we have selected a path, now we need to understand, dwell into what pathways has to offer. Each path has 5 levels, and each level has its own goals. Level 1 is about mastering the fundamentals, because we want the fundamental to be strong, right? For example, you're building something. You want the basement strong because the entire building is dependent on that basement. If this basement itself is not strong, you don't expect the building to be withstanding for a longer time, right? If you want to improve yourself as a speaker, your fundamental has to be strong, just like any other thing that you are learning. So for that, they have some wonderful speeches, starting with your icebreaker. Now, if you're wondering why I need to do certain things in this pathways, let me try to map these speeches with what you do in your life. Your first question in any interview is, tell me something about yourself, right? Now, my dear friends, icebreaker is the first P where you introduce yourself to the audience, where you learn to talk about your journey in your life. Maybe that's 10 to 20 years, 30, 40, whatever is the lifetime, your age or whatever it is. That experience, trying to pack it within a 4 to 6 minute speech is not easy, but you are learning. The one thing people keep asking is, why should I do a prepared speech? Because you learn to be an effective communicator, because you have to express all that thing within a time box, or rather in a shorter duration. You find effective words to express that message effectively, which is how you improve your English. Same time, you also improve how you write things. Trust me, after you do prepared speeches, you also improve the way you communicate with others, and also your written communication, which is emails or anything that you send to others, will be better. Now, after your icebreaker, second speech is writing a speech with purpose. With whatever we do, however you do, anything that you're trying to communicate always has a purpose, right? For example, I'm here trying to give a session on pathways, emphasizing on how to choose and what to do in pathways. Now that's my core message. Now you're trying to gossip with a friend, that's having fun, or trying to talk on somebody whom you dislike. This is a central purpose or a message to anybody, anything that you do, right? Exactly, that's what you learn as part of it. What is the central message that you're trying to convey in your speech, right? And how you can achieve that in a structured manner. You learn the structure and same time how to convey a central message with a purpose in your speech. Next speech is vocal variety and body language. The importance of thing is evident, right? Most of the time, how my hands flow, how my voice flows and expresses my emotions, how my hands flow and show that I'm a confident speaker. All things matter, which is why you're learning as part of your first level, as part of your fundamentals. Earlier, this was just a part of your level 3, but now from last year, it was replaced and added to your level 1, because people felt that this was a fundamental that every speaker has to learn. Now, the next thing is feedback. Now, if you are a leader and if you cannot take feedback, then you are a failure, right? If you can take feedback and improve yourself, based upon that feedback, then you are a leader and a successful. Also, if you are an individual contributor, right? That's what you learn as part. Importance of feedback, how to implement and repeat your speech based upon the feedback that you receive from your evaluator, and also give feedback or evaluate somebody's speech. So these are 3 projects out of this one, 3 parts of this one project. Now we have 4 projects in level 1. Icebreaker is a speech, writing speech with the purpose is one other speech. Third thing is introduction to vocal variety and body language, where you use a speech where you express your body language or voice modulation, right? And the fourth is evaluation and feedback, where you give any speech and then take feedback, repeat your speech based upon that feedback. And the third assignment is where you evaluate somebody else's speech. So there are 3 assignments as part of this. So it's almost 5 speeches and 1 evaluation where you complete your level 1. Trust me, once you complete level 1, you see the value of this this program has to offer. And I'm sure once you complete level 1, you will be curious enough to do more on this platform. So then you come to your level 2. Level 2 is more about understanding your style. That can be anything, how I manage my time, what is my communication style, what is my leadership style, or how I connect with my audience, or how I'm listening to my audience, or how my body language, or rather how cross-cultural understanding. Wonderful material that is there in Basecamp under Pathways, where you get to learn about these aspects. For example, understanding your leadership style, communication style, you learn about these styles. When you do the survey as part of the learning, you identify your primary and secondary leadership style and communication styles. Then you get to introspect in your life and then give a speech. So there's an activity base of this, and then you get to see, for example, managing time, where you go and observe a certain aspect. For example, let us say it's about a period, 2 to 3 weeks, and then you observe how you're managing time, then you come back and then give a speech. Now here, leadership style and communication style, you learn those aspects, and then you observe and retrospect into your life, and then on that basis, you come and give a speech, maybe with personal anecdotes and stories, right? You're learning as part of cross-cultural understanding, which is important for us to understand each such culture, whether it is based upon region, religion, or anything. For us to coexist, we need to understand others' culture, at least to understand how we are different from them, and to respect that differences, which you need to coexist on this planet. So that is what you're learning as part of it. And then you also get to observe and give a speech on that. Now, these may vary based upon your path, but overall, there are 3 projects in your level 2. When it comes to level 3, you have again 1 core project, which is depends based upon your path, and then there are 2 electives that you can choose out of almost 11 to 12 electives. Now, negotiate the best outcome is where you what are the different types of negotiation and how you learn. Present a proposal, where you learn how to give a proposal. Planning and implementing, where you develop a plan and how to implement. Understanding emotional intelligence, and then understanding conflict resolution. There are different projects under it where you learn, and there are other aspects where you connect with people based upon storytelling. You understand audience aspect, connect with audience, where you have to learn the audience, and based upon that you improvise your speeches. And then there are several other things, which is vocal variety, body language, art, maybe research and present. Several other things that you can do as part of level 3, where you increase your knowledge in public speaking, and also the way that you can improvise yourself as a speaker. Next thing is level 4, where you build your skills. The projects are more activity-based. Manage change, where you need to manage a change, where you need to talk to certain group people and see how you can manage change. Then you need to give them an aspect of manage project successfully, where you need to manage a project, give a speech before that with your vision, your team, and what are the goals, measurable goals. And after that established, you give it another speech based upon your experience. Leading a team, where you will lead a team for achieving a goal. Motivate others, where you need to work upon certain project, where you work with certain team and let them achieve something. So there are others also. Manage a difficult audience, which where in normal Toastmaster meeting, you observe that nobody disturbs anybody. But in this project, people come, jump into a disturb, where you learn how to manage this difficult audience and still speak about it and complete your speech. Where you learn different aspects, how to manage the difficult audience effectively. Where you communicate change, how can you do it as part of it that you do? Where you manage change and communicate change as part of that you do. Demonstrate expertise in your level 5, where you go to another level. There are difficult projects, but more experience that you develop as part of it. Where, for example, whether it is prepared to speak professionally, where you need to speak for 18 to 22 minutes, starting with a speech of 4 to 6 minutes. Now you're speaking for 18 to 22 minutes. High performance leadership, where you need to exhibit your leadership skills to manage a team, measurable goals, time duration, and guidance committee, and also abiding by the ethical leadership. Same time trying to achieve the 360 degrees feedback from people so that they feel welcome when working with you. So all these aspects that you learn as part of level 5. Now, I'm sure you must be able to relate it to your real life needs. Now, in pathways, you can, for first project that you do an icebreaker, you need to go to your base camp, you need to go and electronically navigate through your base camp for that. One thing that you need to do is always before and after the project, you need to do your training or fill this survey to see what are the skills, how was your rating before, what is the rating after, whether you are improved or not. And these are the documents that you can download. This is the navigation that you need to go through for every project, where you can download the project. You can also download the evaluation sheet that you need to share with your evaluator, etc. We have seen 2 speakers today. Now, talking about life cycle of speech that I would discuss, but any speech that you want to do, first thing is most people don't do in Toastmaster is log into your base camp. Do that training first in pathways in base camp, and after you do that, go and talk to your mentor. Once your mentor is assigned, talk to them, brainstorm on the ideas based upon the project that you're attempting. And once that is done, go and write a draft. Once your draft is complete, come back and show it to a mentor. He or she reviews it. Once that is done, practice it. Practice it for your family, before your mentor. And then once it is finally you're satisfied, you and your mentor are satisfied, go and schedule your speech with your vice president education and present it before the club. One thing I would say is, do keep giving speeches as often as possible, whether it is in the club or outside the club. And then once you're comfortable within the club, start exposing yourself to other clubs. I've seen the benefits of going and visiting many other clubs that give me a different perspective and different aspects where I can grow on, and that helped me to become better on that part. To keep exposing yourself to different audience every time. And then one more thing is, when you get evaluation, this is the part where you can store your evaluation for level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. And these documents will existing there for every time. So that is how your pathways journey will help you to become a better, whether it is on your professional journey, or an entrepreneurship journey, or a personal journey. I wish you all the best. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
After each project, we are supposed to do the self-evaluation. There is a tab called as self-evaluation. So we need to fill up that also, right? After each pathway or after each speech before getting a certificate.
No.
Can I get
How
some?
you mark your project complete is where you assess your skills. I showed you that, right? There's a before and after survey. How were your skills? For example, we talked about 5 core competencies, but then each project has its own competencies, its own skills that your evaluator evaluates you on. So those skills are which we will evaluate before doing the speech. For example, how comfortable are you standing? How can you, how comfortable are you moving, using your hands, etc. Those are some questions that we will ask. You rate that out of 5, 5 being the highest and 0 being the lowest. You rate yourself out of 5 before and after, right? And that is where you are assessing yourself. That's tracking yourself. I would rather say tracking yourself before and after. Just like as agility that you have in IT or any other industry, here also it is step-by-step process. Every speech that you're doing is a smaller step towards your growth. Remember that.
Thank you. Thank you very much for an elaborate session. Chief Raghunatha Raju. You really showed the inclination of yours as 100% speaker. Thank you very much on behalf of Bhavans Toastmasters Club. We really appreciate your talents and skills and your time spent for us. It was really an educated session for us. And we got all the information about pathways. Thank you very much. Please accept our certificate of appreciation in the virtual platform itself. Thank you very much. God bless. Ladies and gentlemen, let us go to the next session, that is evaluation session. For the evaluations, I would like to call upon the evaluator of the day, general evaluator on the stage, none other than the person with the skills, all the skills of evaluation. He is a general evaluator for today. Let us all welcome GTM Anil G. Revankar on stage for this session of evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster today, GTM Maishaya. Good evening, Toastmasters and our distinguished guests. Leaders are built in cans. What a beautiful theme for the day. So are the evaluators. Here I am as a general evaluator to conduct the evaluation of the speeches and to give my report on general evaluation of the overall speech. Without further ado, let's begin with the prepared speech. The first speech was delivered by Toastmaster Kondal Reddy, and I would like to request his speech evaluator, Toastmaster Biju Babu, to do the honors. Toastmaster Biju Babu, the stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator DTM Anil Kumarji. Good evening, all. Especially good evening to my target speaker. Good start, half done. I think we all believe on this. Going for an interview is the beginning and the first step of any career in any organization or company. Due to these reasons, preparing, practicing, and attending an interview is very important. We all are gone through this situation, at least in one time in our life. Confidence and language are the two most important things for any of an interview. Even for you attend 100 interviews, but these things are important. You cannot make an interview with a success without these points, I believe, especially confidence. First of all, let me congratulate my target speaker, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy, for the wonderful performance on his role, especially preparations for an interview. What an amazing way you prepared the role and presented the project. I want to really appreciate your questions you prepared and answered the questions with a very high level confidence. What an confidence Toastmaster Kondal Reddy. Interview was for an for a management post. The questions and answers was very apt for that positions, I believe. You could prove your qualification and leadership skill for the particular positions throughout the interview. Also, you were able to prove the skills to manage a difficult situation in your job with the help of some incidents. Story. Also, you described your management style and how you motivate your people, the staff underworking you, not as a boss, but as a leader. As I mentioned in the beginning, your confidence level was very high and it's very clear. You have communicated your ideas and objectives to the interviewer in an amazing way. We are, as an audience, the role play, it was so interesting and we all are really enjoyed, and both of your roles. Toastmaster Susan Abraham really support for the project as an interview. Her performance was great, and you selected the wonderful person as a partner for the role, and that also proves your leadership skill. If you could include one or more questions in the interview, will be more powerful, which I believe. Interviewer is supposed to include some questions about the firm, to understand how much the candidate researched about the company which is going to attend the interview. Also, you can ask one questions about the weakness of the candidate, which you are not included. Overall, the role players was super, and personally I have enjoyed the role, and I like it. Of course, it will help all of us in our real life to who are going to attend an interview. Congratulations one more time, and over to General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Viju, for that insight on the speech that was delivered by Kondal Reddy. Moving ahead, the second speech was delivered by GTM Mahesh Iyer, and to do the honors for evaluating his speech, I would like to call on the stage another great dynamic leader of VTC, GTM Shiva Pramod. Over to you.
Thank you, NLG. Once again, good evening, all. How many of you believe that nothing is impossible? Today, DTM Mahesh Iyer started his speech with this probing question. How many of you believe that nothing is impossible? An excellent way of starting a winning speech. Then he beautifully explained the strategies he used in his collaborative group and gave an excellent expansion of the word team. Together, each one achieve more. Superb. Then he explained how he divided the whole team into 3 levels and how he achieved the success in that program. It was evident in his explanation that how much he was involved in that team collaboration. That is what the project demands. Every good speech will have some areas for improvement. I felt that you could have been given a strong conclusion to your speech. It will give more impact to the audience. Like if you believe in yourself, And if you believe that nothing is impossible, you can achieve anything in life. That way, you can connect your opening with your conclusion. That's a good way of concluding a speech. Overall, it was a great speech. You opened it with a probing question and beautifully explained your team collaboration, experience, etc. I think your next speech will have a stronger impact on me if you end your speech with a stronger conclusion. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM Shiva Prabhu, for that apt evaluation. Friends, after hearing from two adept members the evaluations of these two prepared speeches, we move forward with the grammarian report. For that, I would like to welcome on the stage grammarian for today's meeting, Toastmaster Anil Kumar PV, on the on-site.
Yes. 2 to 3. Good evening, distinguished Toastmasters and fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. The first speaker, A.M. Kodal Reddy, introduced the concept of how to face an interview. He introduced the word accomplishment. It was nice. He was elaborating more about different styles of management. The interviewer, dear Susan Abraham, was giving an effective input questions for the speaker to elaborate more on his topic, that is role play, to prepare for interview. But at one place he used I have taken, where it should have been I have taken. Overall, the speech was very effective and excellent. The second speaker, DTM Mahesh Iyer, was speaking about team collaboration. He gave us a beautiful thought by Napoleon: nothing is impossible in this world. That is very catchy. The new definition of team, that is together each one of us achieve more, is very attractive. His focus was on team collaboration and it is most important in this present world. Rank Punch, the colorful platform, that is very interesting to hear. As usual, you proved to be an effective communicator, sir. Thank you. Our evaluators done an excellent job. TM Vijay Matthew evaluated in an effective manner. He uploaded the questionnaire session conducted by TM Kondal and TM Shiva Prabhu evaluated the 3 levels of speech by DTM Mahesh Iyer. Suggestions given by TM Shiva Prabhu will definitely help not only you but us also to improve. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Franklin, for that wonderful grammar report. I would like to hear from our timer if all the 3 evaluators are qualified as per the time. Timer report. Can you please be on the stage and give us the report?
Mr. Vijay took 4 minutes 11 seconds. Shiva took 2 minutes 10 seconds. And Mr. Anil Kumar took 2 minutes 16 seconds. So Mr. Vijay qualified.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, timer. Toastmaster Vinita. VPE, please log the votes for 2.
Yes, I will launch by the time you can continue.
Okay, fine. In meantime, let's move forward with our counter report. For that, I would like to welcome on the stage Toastmaster Franklin for your counter report. Yeah, over to you.
Toastmaster, repeat the word so 2 times and I 15 times. Biju Babu used 5 times and DTM Mahesh Iyer used and 8 times in his speech. That's it.
Thank you, Professor Franklin, for the very brief report on accounting. Okay, while the VP is preparing for the poll, let me complete the task of General Evaluator's report. A warm good evening to one and all. Once again, from the General Evaluator's desk, I would like to say the meeting started a little bit late. Except that drawback, everything went excellent in today's meeting. We had a great ceremony for inducting two new members, and that was conducted by our own Toastmaster Susan. We had a great education presentation by DTM Raghunatha Raju. That was mesmerizing and something very useful for the new members as well as the existing members. The role players introduction by the Toastmaster Day, and he had given the opportunity for the role players to explain their roles and responsibility, which gave insight to the guest about what are the roles we have in Toastmasters meeting and how are they played. We had 2 fantabulous prepared speeches that was delivered by 2 ace speakers of Bhavans Toastmaster Club, and equally awesome constructive feedback that was delivered by 2 ace evaluators. Overall, it was a great meeting. Now coming to the area of improvement, as I mentioned to you, one was the time management, which I strongly recommend the ExCom or the Toastmaster Day who is managing and hosting the event for the day to do something about it so that we do not start that late. Okay. We need to find out what is the reason for the delays, and accordingly we need to take action on that. The second point which I would like to highlight in the area of improvement is the grammarian report. We strongly believe that yes, the grammarian was comparatively new. However, we would like to request the VP Education to impart the right training or at least give a briefing to the new role players whenever they are on the stage to perform the role for the first time. Yes, this was the overall report from the General Evaluator side. Now it's time to vote for the best role player. Yeah, let's first have it for the evaluator. Okay. And then followed by the role players. Members present in the meeting hall, kindly follow the ballots that's provided to you for voting. Yes, while the voting is going on, I would like to welcome on the stage Toastmaster of the Day, GTM Mahesh Iyer. Over to you.
Anything you want to discuss?
More?
More? More? Please vacate your cans of thoughts, cans of skills, cans of attitudes, cans of knowledge. Then only you can refill the cans. So please take care of your cans. In between, please vacate it, or at least half vacate it, so that you can get more knowledge in your cans. Because if he can do it, you also can do it. If she can do it, everybody can do it. Thank you very much for listening to me, and
The voting for the role players goes. Role players, I think you all know the role players. TMOD, General Evaluator, Accountant, and Time. And without further ado, I request the President to come on to the stage and take over the podium. It is 5 minutes right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For managing the time and everything, you did wonderfully. Excellent. So we are coming to the end of another mind-blowing, informative meeting. Today the highlight of the education session by D.T. and Ronald Shah. I once again thank him on behalf of all the members of Bhavans Toastmasters Club. And we will call him in the future, also invite him for knowing much about how can you prepare excellent speeches and deliver excellent speeches. After some time, we will again invite you. Thank you so much. And I just wanted to know from our VP Education, anything you need to announce?
No, we'll just meeting for ExCom meeting.
Yeah. So
After
that's the only thing I just want to tell you. If any of you have you all renewed the membership till March, we all know. All of you. You already there.
Only Chesil?
No,
Suresh.
who are no
Yes.
sitting here. Okay. Others we will contact personally. So without further ado, let's know about the winners today. Just for the meeting, you finished? Okay, because I will just speak. I just want to know about DTM. Is DTM Raghunath?
No, he left.
He left.
It's already.
Any guess here? No. Any guess? Okay, just want to appreciate the first time role players. Our two new members took roles today.
Exactly.
So frankly, let's give him a round of applause. He took yeah. It was the first time, but he did it very well. There are small points of improvement that he will learn as he attends more meetings. Thank you so much for taking a part, and you also time out, you did it diligently. And I request both these new members to deliver their icebreaker speech in the next meeting. It will be on 23rd September. Icebreaker speech is a speech which you have to speak about yourself. Yeah. 4 to 6 minutes. You can take the help of your mentor. Your mentor is
Manoj.
Toastmaster Manoj, and your mentor is Toastmaster Vijay. Okay, we will share your. VP Education, please share their numbers too.
These are the numbers, right?
Yeah, contact numbers to the
Yeah,
reception. And if you want to get the help of anybody else, you can approach anyone. Okay, be ready to prepare the speech, and 23rd September you will deliver the icebreaker speech. With this, ready? Yeah. You got something? You can talk to him.
You will try.
Yeah, we will try. It's not compulsory. If you are ready, we will support. Otherwise, next meeting after next.
We have a guest actually. Bejo came after a long time.
Vijay? No, he is our backbone. That's why I told Toastmaster, our VP Education, asked Vijay to take some roles. Because we don't want to miss our senior members. You know. Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay, for attending this meeting. We came back after vacation to India. That's why you couldn't.
He went for world tour.
He went for world tour. So thank you so much, and I hope that
Let's hear from him, and then by the time you sign.
Yeah, please. I have experience the areas for improvement. Can you please? Areas for improvement generally.
Your experience of World War.
Okay. Sorry. I heard asking. Area for improvement for our meeting, you mean, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Annual world tour.
Okay. For today's meeting, one we have very happy to tell you one thing. Our new members taken the role. It's in a perfect way. That is the very important things. So happy for that. But only one suggestion that even for the role plays, as the DTM and Kumar explained, we how to give a training for to how to take the role play, because we normally giving the training for the speech or evaluation or something, but we are forgetting about the role play, how to handle the role players. They have attended maybe the few meetings previously, but still we have to give a basic training how to do the role plays. This is only my suggestion to improve today's meeting. All our performance was a super speeches, evaluation, all those things was, and we got a very good advice from our senior Toastmaster DTM and Kumar, and we explained all the areas to improve. Then I don't have to add, no need to add anything, I believe. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope that the next meeting, if DTM Anandakumar is available, I think he will be taking we'll be doing a 10 to 15 minute session. I think it's time we will decide later, but a session on taking up roles. How to improve all roles. Yeah. So according to his availability, next meeting or the meeting after meeting according to DTM Anandakumar availability.
Yeah, President DTM Prabhu, I have got one more better idea.
Yeah.
We can make a small 10 minutes video clip on this.
Yeah.
Each role.
Yes.
Okay. So what we can do, the VPE can provide this or furnish this to the role players whenever they are assigning any new responsibility to any member. For example, the new member is asked to do the role of a Toastmaster of the day. Let's provide a clip to her or him.
Video, yeah. Okay. We will start working on that.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll do that. So that is much better, I feel.
More effective. Okay. Thank you.
That we will give them script also.
Script also.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Let's do something differently.
Sure. Sure. So next meeting we will come over, or we'll try to come at least 10 minutes before the meeting. Arrange everything so that we can start the meeting on time. Exactly at 6 we will start. So we can end at 8. It may go become 5-10 minutes, okay. But let's start 6. That is within our control. So we can start at 6. So with this, let's know who are the winners today. All are winners, but
all winners.
Let's see. Best speaker. Any guess? Team man. The team man. DTM Team man, can man.
Just come little again. One step.
One step. Yes. Thank you. Please stay. Next, first evaluator. Everything is physical. Someone should be from online also, no? DTM Shiva from the first evaluator for today. Congratulations.
I'll bring it home.
Okay.
I'll bring it home.
Okay. First evaluator. Okay. As best role player.
Yes.
Any guesses?
Toastmaster of the day.
The can man.
The can man.
See, that's what I tell my player. DTM Mahesh should come every meeting.
He'll take
All the awards.
Smile.
Thank you so much. Let's all have a group photo.
Yes.
Let's all have a group photo.
I'll adjourn. Thank you, online audience.